you have heard reasons why the 3 strikes law should be revised for the third strike to be for a violent felony. I stand before you today to defend the 3 strikes law, provide ample reasons why the law should stay the way it is. I'll be refuting my opponent's 3 claims that the existing policy may push criminals to commit more serious violent crimes. The law has been statistically proven to have little to no correlation in the decrease in crime rates. And finally, that the law is costing the state a large amount of money and resources. I'll begin with my first point made saying that the existing 3 strikes law may push criminals to commit more serious violent crimes. But what exactly is the 3 strikes law, and what are the crimes in question? As defined by Legal Dictionary, the freedictionary.com 3 strikes laws, the TSAYO, or commonly known as 3 strikes and you're out. The TSAYO legislation is designed to protect society from the dangerous individuals who show a pattern of lawlessness, incapacitate repeat felony offenders by keeping them behind bars, and deter others from committing similar offenses. The site then goes on to say that the National Criminal Justice Statistics show that the number of violent crimes has precipitously dropped over the past 8 years. In 1994, Congress also passed the Violent Crime and Control Law Enforcement Act, commonly known as the VCCLEA. This act imposed a mandatory sentence of life imprisonment with parole on defendants who are convicted of a serious violent federal felony when they have 2 or more prior serious violent felonies, or 1 or more serious violent felony convictions, and 1 or more serious drug convictions. The first 2 convictions may be for state or federal offenses, but the third conviction must be for a federal offense. And these offenses, defined by the VCCLEA, include murder, voluntary manslaughter, assault with the intent to murder or rape, aggravated abuse, kidnapping, aircraft piracy, robbery, carjacking, extortion, arson, firearms use or possession. As for a serious drug offense, the VCCLEA defines them as knowingly or intentionally manufacturing, distributing, dispensing, or possessing with the intent to manufacture, distribute, or dispense enumerated controlled substances. The punishment for the third strike is a minimum of 25 years to life. Now, with all these crimes in mind, you can think of just 2 concepts. First off, with all these serious offenses, will you be so lenient to let a criminal be sentenced on a lesser crime? And if you were to do so in that sentence, the lesser crime, what would be the next offense? Instead of petty theft, would it be armed robbery? Secondly, a criminal with strikes against him or her does have something to gain: more prison time. The second point I will be refuting is my opponent's claim that the law has been statistically proven to have no correlation with the decrease in rates of crime. However, as stated by www.rand.org, the 3 strikes law would reduce serious felonies committed by adults in California between 22 and 34%. About a third of the felonies eliminated will be violent crimes such as murder, rape, and assaults causing great bodily injury. The other 2/3 will be felonies that are less violent or non-violent but still serious, including the less injurious assaults, most robberies, and burglaries of residences. And on the very same reference article, my opponent states, although the 3 strikes law does not successfully deter crime, it does serve to incapacitate criminals from committing more offenses, as said on www.lawso.ucsb.edu. Now, doesn't this seem rather contradictory? If these so-called criminals were in prison, then wouldn't it seem logical that this would reduce crime, in turn deterring it? Finally, I refute the claim that the law is costing the state a large amount of money and resources. As stated in www.lao.california.gov, this measure would have the following physical effects: net state savings to prison operations, potentially in the low tens of millions of dollars initially, increasing to a few $100 million annually. With this extra revenue, there would be no need to take away funds from the public sectors such as education. These boosts of revenue can, in fact, lessen the burden of the recession. As I come to a close, I hope hope that my information has provided enough evidence to maintain that the three strikes law stay as it is in order to keep order in society.